Hey there, good morning, everybody. Hope your Tuesday's off to a great start. Meteorologist Jim Dickey back with you here with another edition of Web Weather here on this Tuesday morning. A warmer Tuesday morning. It's your 24-hour temperature change map showing everybody a good 5 or so degrees warmer out there temperature-wise across the Gulf Coast. And if you were watching yesterday, I showed this same map, and the numbers were pretty similar. So you do the math, go back to Sunday, we're running about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than where we were early Sunday morning. We were waking up in the 40s. All translates to numbers, mainly in the 60s. We were seeing more spots in the 50s at sunrise, but have bounced back to the 60s pretty much across the board now. 58 still Arcadia, low 60s, Punta Gorda, Cape Coral, Immokalee 63, Everglades City, Marco, Naples, all back at 65. Those temperatures will continue to climb here, so a light jacket for the next hour or so. After that, nice and warm here this afternoon. This is going to be another bright and sunny day. It's been the case really over the last week or so, really since that front came through. This dry air mass, what you're seeing with the water vapor satellite presentation, this deep orange shade over top of us here in Florida. This is looking at the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, the moisture content in it. Again, it's bone dry. So clouds struggling to form, let alone produce any rainfall. It is going to be a dry and sunny day today. Along with that, high pressure continues to wedge in off of the Atlantic. Now, that's good news because there's this wide-reaching front, this cold front, marching into the northeast. Some spots in New England, upstate New York, dealing with snow this morning as this warm front, becoming now an included front, drives to the north and east. For us, though, the tail end of this cold front, first of all, not producing all that much anyway. Just a couple of clouds out there in Georgia and South Carolina. But this high pressure area basically wedging underneath it, that's going to keep this from moving much further south than it already is. Note the tail end of the front over the Gulf of Mexico isn't really moving. That's what this means here when you see the warm front, the cold front next together. It means a stalled out front. So this one will not be making its way in here. No, rather, we hold on to this very pleasant weather here today and really over the next couple of days. Clear and sunny skies out there. High temperatures this afternoon into the lower 80s. A couple degrees above average for this time of year. Humidity stays fairly low. There'll be a light breeze. Going to keep things feeling pretty comfortable for you all day long. Tonight, tomorrow morning, still cool. We're still talking a number of spots into the 50s, but just like we were talking about this morning, these numbers coming in a little bit higher than what we saw this morning. Still mid-50s, spots like Arcadia, mid and upper 50s, Punta Gorda, LaBelle, Immokalee, by the coast. We're going to mainly hang on to temperatures in the middle and lower 60s. Now, pretty interesting temperature trends here going forward. As we're on a warming trend now, and will hold in that warming trend through Thanksgiving into Friday. Thursday morning, Thanksgiving morning, waking up to the low 60s. Friday morning, the mid-60s, and then another cooling trend begins. Couple cold fronts going to head in here. One, Friday into Saturday. That one sort of moves in and stalls out. So it's going to keep us cooler, cloudy, and we'll see a couple of showers Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with that. A second front, a stronger front, that one's going to dive in here on Sunday. That'll clear all that out, and look at how the temperatures drop. By Monday and Tuesday, I think there's a chance we're even chillier than what we just saw last weekend. And we're talking both days, high temperatures struggling to get out of the 60s. So the chilly weather we've been dealing with of late that we just broke out of, that's going to return here before long. Let's go through this on our storm tracker model. Again, there's your stalled front, not making it much further south than where it is now as we go through today, tomorrow, into Thanksgiving. Here's the next front, nosing towards the area. Now, this one is bringing a little more rain to parts of Georgia as we get into Thanksgiving evening. We're still dry ahead of it, though. So I'll show you in just a moment here. I don't think we're going to have any issues weather-wise on our Thanksgiving. It's Friday that the front moves in. Note there's not much moisture for it to work with, so I think it just kicks up a couple of showers as it moves into the area. A day to have the umbrellas with you, not a day to be canceling outdoor plans, anything like that. And then behind that front, we do get that first shot of cool air. And then again, we have to wait until the weekend before we really cool things down. So for Thanksgiving, we're looking good. It's a comfortable start. If you're going out for turkey trots, it's going to be nice for it. With temperature right around 60 degrees. By the afternoon, we're back in the 80s with sunshine, and dinner time, a few more clouds as that front begins to approach, but we'll keep it pleasant with temperatures slowly falling out of the 70s. And then the cooling trend begins. Friday, a couple of showers with the first front coming in for the weekend. a mix of clouds and sun, a couple of showers around. This is not a big rain event, anything like that, but a couple of showers all the same. Second front dives in Sunday. We struggled to get out of the 60s. And then Monday, in the wake of that front, we won't get out of the 60s. A high at 67. A morning low temperature at 48 degrees. Yeah, we're going back below average with those temperatures as we go through that first full week of December. I'll be tracking this all for you. In fact, I'll have a full update on the forecast coming up for you in just a couple of minutes on More in the Morning at 9. Hope to see you then.